Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Good Guys Live here on 155. We're getting ready to start. This is me, CJ. We've got a special guest co-host for you here tonight. CJ coming at you here at 155. And if you look over here,
what's going on? Going live on 155.
we got
Good
special
Guys
guest
Live.
Zach Rusin. Special guest Zach Rusin also here. Now bring you our first dart thrower of this evening. Look at these ratings here. We got a 29.44. These are 100% ratings, folks, not 80%. Don't show me those 80% stats. These are 100% stats. They're 29.44 in 01. 3.48 in cricket. Jacob Graham is our official first dart thrower of the evening. Again, Good Guys Live. Jacob Graham, the GOAT, Cadiz, Ohio. You just saw the stats there. I don't need to repeat them. These might be 80% stats. I said don't show me those. I'm showing them to you now. Masters Division qualifier a couple years ago. It might have been the same year. Jacob, was that the same year you guys got second in the A division? Wasn't the same year. Different year, folks. All right. Well, we've been having some technical difficulties, so give me 1 second here. You can see me on the stream here. I want to make sure that the settings are all set up. You can see everything I'm doing here. I just want to make sure that later on when we get things running, oh yeah, everything's looking okay. So let's see here. We're gonna try to get into a live match. Zach Grusin, up-and-coming dart thrower, also thrown out of the Caddis Country Club. Zach, why don't you introduce yourself?
What else do I need to say here?
Thank you. Very well said. Very well said.
I mean, you basically covered it all in all aspects there. I mean, we really can't go into more detail than just that. The upcoming dart thrower, I don't know if it's going to be any good, but we'll definitely throw some darts.
Zach Grusin is going to make a special appearance on the dart edition of Good Guys Live later on tonight. He'll be throwing for us here. And if all goes well, we might even play a doubles match. We'll see how the evening turns out. If we can find any of the Carrollton boys up there, we'll see what they're doing. Otherwise, if you guys want to play, just let us know. Goodguys.live. Get on the chat here, and we'll get a game going. So while we try to find a match here, we'll see who wants to play Jacob.
Here, while we're not on this,
We will be right back until we find a quick match here. You know, we're trying to get this club lobby set up over here. Good Guys Live.
we got 6 now. There was only 5. Auto handicap.
One more time, if anybody knows what this auto handicap feature is, we'd love to know. 5-leg medley. Bowsy Benz wants to play. We're going to give him a shot here. We get the cork throw. Jacob Graham coming in with a single bullseye. Starting out with the 71. First start bullseye. There's 2 bullseyes in a row if you count the diddle. 430 versus 501. Bullseye Benz. It's got the American flag in the background. Looks like a Denver Broncos fan. Ohio State fan. This man's also a bull shooter. With a hat trick. Low ton answer back, 109 points. Scores 321, 351. Bullseye Ben's got a blue cup. What's in that cup? He got a bullseye there last start. Same thing there with Jacob. Bullseye on the last start. Those third darts, they're just made different. Is that a joker hanging on the board there? Over there in Bullsy's house? What do you see there, Riz?
I believe that is a joker. You would be correct.
He's got the 53rd card in the deck hanging on the side of the board.
Just throwing some good darts at this point in time, but Jacob's coming right on back. He's shaking. You can see it.
You guys hear any blower action? If you look in the background here at 155, we're heating by wood. It's wintertime over here in Ohio. Cold night. Just looking back at the score here, didn't realize Jacob might be in trouble. Double 18, Bullsy Ben. So what does he got?
Grand board cams on the triple 12.
Wow.
And Bullsy Ben closes out the first game.
Triple 12.
Master out.
This is a 5-leg medley. First to 3. And a strong open there. 5 marks for Jacob Graham. Bullsy Benzie's got his headphones in. He's listening to Good Guys Live. You know it. 67,000 people all around the world listening right now.
You know, and if he is not listening at this point in time, somebody better send that man the link.
Don't forget the dot. Goodguys.live. We got dot the I. Jacob's going dot the I here on the next round. He left in the 19s. That's an interesting strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. Been waiting to say that my whole life.
Well, I'll tell you, it's looking like it's gonna pay off because he can only hit 118 or 19 on that throw. And Jacob with some big darts. Push that lead just a little bit farther.
Bullsy Benz. He knows how to play the game.
There's
Yes.
a big one there.
Hard to compete with that. Steady darts, brother. Steady darts. Five mark there from Ben.
Now, how are we gonna capitalize on this? You think Jake's gonna throw at that 19?
The way I see it, he's been leaving that 19 the whole game. It's almost like he's trying to say something to Ben. He's saying, you can have that 19, and you can throw all 3 of your darts at it every round. I'm still going to outscore you, and I'm still going to close ahead of you. I think that's the point that he's trying to make. Ben, he might get some frustration. You might see some frustration, especially as we move into Game 3, this 5-game series. But that's still yet to be told. 15s, I imagine, the targets here for Jacob. Just a little... What do they call that down there in Louisiana?
Ben does recover with a couple bulls, but it could be a little too late.
The first 5 letters of Ben's name actually are bulls with a Z. He's going to need about that many bullseyes in order to capture the point lead, and then some. Ben's not in good shape here. He's down by several marks.
Yeah, I have full confidence in the residential dart thrower here to finish this game out strong and take it to leg 3. Hey, don't make me look bad.
While Jacob clears out this second game, I wanted to bring to your attention one quick thing. This dart match is brought to you by GLD Viper dart cases. Now, they sent me this dart case a while back to give a review on, and I will say at first it's a different, it's not a hard case, it's a soft case. But I tell you what, after using this for several months now, I gotta say, if you don't have one yet, make sure you go out and get you a GLD Viper dart case. Jacob Graham did end up taking that dart match out, 1-1. He brought it back. So we're going to go into leg 3. Leg 3.
Now, for people at home, Mr. Moon, we went with a game 3 of cricket. What's going on here?
So this 5-leg medley, it did actually put it up there at the beginning. I believe it's 501 cricket, 501, and then the game 5, if needed, is a choice. And how that choice works is a diddle. And once we come into that situation, we'll explain it a little bit later on here in the stream. Diddles are a very important part of darts. A lot of matches are won and lost by the diddle. Once you become a certain level, going first is a huge advantage. So diddles usually end up going first. So we'll see how that plays out as we go on this evening. I noticed the background is becoming a little bit quiet there. Here's a little bit more music for your enjoyment. If you hear that blower turn on, just sit back, relax, and warm up with us next to the fire.
A big close on those 20s.
For anybody, any new streamer out there watching, just enjoy the vibe here and want to get better at darts. Not even a dart thrower. The game we're playing right now, it's called cricket. So this game, the goal of the game is you have to hit each of the numbers that are displayed there on your screen, 20 through 15, 3 times. You can hit 3 singles, or as Jacob just did there, he hit 3 with 1 dart. Well, that's 7, 18. So the triple counts as 3, the double counts as 2. The triple is the inside ring that you see there, and the double is the outside ring. Now you wonder, why is the double on the inside and the triple on the outside? Well, the triple is worth more points, and if you look at the size of those 2 segments, the one on the inside is a little bit smaller, so it just makes sense that the smaller target would be worth more points. Now, after you hit each of those numbers 3 times, that B at the bottom stands for the bullseye. You have to also hit that 3 times. Now, you can't just do that. Say you hit one of those numbers more than 3 times. Once you do that, you can get points. As you notice, the score right now is 228 to 168. You have to have all of those things hit 3 times and the most points, and that's how you win. Of the 2 most common games, 501 and cricket, this is considered the more strategic of the 2.
Let's go a little farther in on that, Mr. Moon. We got 3 hits on the board on the 17s. So we hit another, he scores points. He hits again, he scores points.
Jacob's playing a more serious game here. You can notice a definite change in the strategy. The first game was almost a toying around game where he left in the 19.
Just gave a big thumbs up on the board.
Ben just found the live stream. And you can see he was down in points there. So he was trying to move on to the next number. That's 16 instead of the 17. Jacob with a 1-dart close. He has a chance to really punish him here. He takes the opportunity. With that single two, you can't really tell. It's right in between the 15. Was he trying to move on? Was he trying to point? It's one that the world may never know. Co-host Rusin here was just admiring the Grand Cam. That's what you're noticing there on Ben's side. It's something that down here at Good Guys Live we may soon get. Check out the bottom, goodguys.live. There's a donate page to help us get the stream set up a little bit better. Put any comments you may have in the chat, how we can improve things around here for you. Jacob leaving an interesting game here. Jacob needs 4 or 3. We'll have to bust out the calculator. 3 bullseyes. That's the same thing that Ben needed. It's a tie game before that. Ben now needs 1. Jacob needs a hat trick.
Little shaking.
Jacob saw the hat coming off the head there for the hat trick celebration. And a big dart there by Ben. The score is now 2-1 in this 3-game medley. Game 4 here in this 5-game medley is a game of 501. I think everybody just wanted to see the hat trick.
All right, buddy. You're going to be doing that a lot.
Jacob said that Ben's thumb's going to get worn out if he's going to keep doing that.
You hear that goat talking?
And Ben with the hat trick. Now, here's one secret of Good Guys Live. We're a little bit home-oriented. Only the home team gets those hat trick celebrations. Oh my goodness, another hat trick. Woo!
Did not see that coming. Is that back to back to back on each team?
Jacob's on a 10-darter. And
Ben's slipping on the pressure there.
You gotta be kidding me.
The goat!
Another hat trick. 3 in a row.
Do I get a 1 bull or do I get a
Oh my goodness, a hat trick of hat tricks. We've entered into the 4th dimension, everybody.
Triple AT.
triple 17?
Looky there with our second viewer of the night. I'm glad Ben's following in.
And a big game there by Jacob. That was a tough match there. Several hat tricks. How many hat tricks do we have in that match? 4 hat tricks. 45 points per dart. Everybody, we're going into game 5. Everybody type 5 in the chat. 5 in the chat.
Yeah, go cricket.
Ladies and gentlemen, what game? We're going to put up a quick poll here in the chat to see what game. This is being streamed live on several channels. Let's see here.
Chat on
We
501.
got 5,000 on TikTok saying cricket. All right, we're going to go cricket.
Man, those live results are crazy to see.
All right, Ben's first here in a game of cricket.
That's my best 501.
With the salute. And a strong open there from Ben. He hits the triple 20. They say 73% of the time, whoever wins that 20 ends up winning the game. But folks, I got to tell you that 47.6% of statistics are made up on the spot. Jacob with the big answer there. 5 marks on the 19.
I tell you, man, I think Ben would have scored on those fives. I mean, I wouldn't recommend that strategy.
Ben seems to be a Broncos fan. Oh, you're good. You can watch
Oh yeah, dude, I got this from the GLD Viper store. It's got a pretty cool design. If you look on there, I was able to actually put my dart pins on it too. If you Jacob Graham taking a decisive advantage there, hitting 7 marks on the 19. He's now up 111 points. Does it that it's going to take at least 6 marks on the 20 just to cover the deficit, and then that still leaves a 19. A perfect 9-mark round could potentially give him the lead.
For you viewers at home, I don't know if you understand how difficult a 9-mark round truly is. The best in the world are not hitting these 9-mark rounds every time.
Ben's good for 2 there. 2 out of 9, slightly above 20%. Wow. 7 marks there, 89-point lead, and got rid of the 20s. As you notice, Jacob made that same statement as he made in the first game. I might leave you that 20. I might. He's playing a different level game here. Ben was thinking he's going to go 17. He's going to leave me at 20 again, and then Jacob with one decisive dart comes back and back closes.
Ben comes back with 2 marks on the 17s. Let's see what Jacob will do from here.
Going into that round averaging a 6, coming out of the round averaging a 5.5.
Closing those 17s immediately. Ben's feeling the pressure.
225% above Ben's average right now. Ben's a lifeguard, you can tell in the background.
Went to the Ohio State University. And
Looks-
a huge Denver Broncos fan.
Are the Bucks in the playoffs still? How are the Broncos looking? Bucks, they lost the TCU. Was it TCU?
No. Ohio State lost to Georgia.
Somebody set this man
The
straight over here.
champions.
The Ohio State University. I heard that C.J. Stroud may be coming back next year. Getting a big NIL license, and I had to Google this myself earlier. NIL license, what is that? How do I get one? Anyhow, NIL, name, image, likeness. Those are what the initials stand for. And if anybody would like to bid Calcutta here on Jacob Graham's NIL tonight, just Calcutta. Something else I had to Google the other day. For anybody else, we'll have to wait for Jacob to describe the Calcutta, what that means.
I'll tell you, that's something you don't see very often. A dart floating out of the board. You go to a bar and you see people's darts floating out of the board constantly. Not Jacob Graham's. Steady darts, brother. Steady darts.
A big close in a single bull there. 40-point lead. Ben is in big trouble. As you can see, he still needs 3 19s, 3 18s, a single 17, 3 15s, and 2 bullseyes. Three bullseyes extends the game a little bit there. Hat trick. Jacob coming in needs 2 bulls and a little bit of points. He takes the points option first. With 1 swell dart, this game could be over. There it is. Do you believe in magic? Wow. Who called it? Good Guys Live at 155. Goodguys.live. Jacob Graham with a 3-2. Big game there. Jacob Graham over Bull Z Benz. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you always hit the fun, the nice, the thanks button. And while we set up the next match, we will be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here. Goodguys.live. We got Jacob Graham versus BDYE. BDYE looked like an S shooter in the O1 ranking and a double A shooter in the cricket rating. Jacob Graham is very close, very, very close to cracking the S rating in the cricket game. May not be far off in the O1 game as well. As y'all know, we got a nice fire pumping down here in the furnace tonight. You hear any crackling in the background. There's also a gong. In case I kick the desk, we got a gong in the background. Not to undisturb Air Jacob Graham. Undisturbable, hitting a bullseye when the gong was going off. B-Die. What would you call him, really?
Think we're just gonna have to go with B. Make it demonetized saying the other part of his name.
There you go. Low ton coming in there, Jacob.
Big darts on the goat there.
And a big another bullseye there for Jacob Graham, leaving himself 34. He's got at least 3 darts of this. As you see, B's coming up with 192 points. Now, 180 is the max you can score. So if you have more points than that, guaranteed to take you more than one round.
Oh, 34, that's a 1 dart out, isn't it?
Now, for some people, it could be. We'll see what Jacob does. We know sometimes he likes to do some fancy things, but double 17 will probably be his first target. And with 1 dart, he takes it out. It's unbelievable. We got a big win here for Good Guys.
Good guys are undefeated tonight so far. One series.
Good guys, live at 155.
And a big 3rd dart there.
That 3rd dart, I'm telling you, it tends to find its way.
Jacob Graham with a 3-mark answer. I tell you what, if you went to the dart store and you got yourself 3 sets of darts and you just picked up 2 of each set and threw them away, and then you picked up those 3rd last darts, I tell you what, you'd have a set there to be reckoned with. Big triple 18 there, trying for the back close on the 20.
What are you thinking there, Moon Man? You gonna throw it the 20s or the 18s?
But
Good Guys are throwing on Monday night. That was a good question there coming out of the chat. Starting tomorrow night at 7 p.m., Good Guys are going to be throwing at the Caddis Country Club. It's welcome to open to the public. Come on out and stop out, support the Good Guys. Tony Brown will be your bartender for the evening. There will be 3 teams in action out there at the Caddis Country Club. We have the Good Guys here, of course. Also, we have One Hole Off. Zach Rusin is the head chief of One Hole Off.
Actually, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm really not. Man named Johnny is the team captain.
John Stewart, shout out to John Stewart. Good guy. He's a good guy. He's in goodguy.live. And the middle team out at the Caddis Country Club, we have Desert Storm. They've been accused maybe once or maybe 2 times of something that we call sandbagging. Now, for those who don't know what sandbagging is, this is one of our early streams here. We may explain this on other streams as we go on, but sandbagging is basically, Rosa, why don't you tell us what sandbagging is?
Well, that's a great question in general, Mr. Moon. So sandbagging a lot of times is consisting of people who are throwing off and not exactly hitting exactly what they can hit and throwing to the best of their ability to lower their average just a bit. What that does is gives a handicap in the farther up rounds.
All right, so if you play video games, some people call it smurfing. That might help some of the listeners crowd out there. Now, what do you mean by handicap?
So, in the league, you get a handicap depending on how you play. People like the GOAT here, Jacob Graham, have a very low handicap. And people like, let's just say myself, may get a couple marks starting on a game of cricket against it.
When you say low handicap, that might be coming from your golf. Zach Cruz and you're quite the golfer. I think, high score wins, we get that.
And we hit a lot of high scores in golf. You were correct.
Very true.
But hey, you'll see the Good Guys Live 9-hole extravaganza coming soon to a summer near you.
We have more fun than most.
We also get every stroke we pay for.
There went the gong. Oh, and Jacob Graham was close, but the hat stays on. Back up here. Jacob Graham won the first match. And 2 big bulls there in a single 15. We'll see what B does here. There's a chance, triples, any triple you hit. A big part to strategy in darts, I will tell you this. No matter what your strategy is, hit it. And B hitting the 5 mark for the win. Oh, the good guys may have been too long on the button press. You gotta give us a second there, man. Hopefully he comes right back.
That looks like a rage quit to me, Mr. Moon.
He may be done.
You gotta preserve that S rank.
Now I will say, during the stream here tonight, we do have 2 pins that are left. Actually, give me 1 second here. There's some breaking news coming in.
Only 45 squares of pizza box.
Okay, breaking news. There's a Super Bowl square board going on up at D'Angelo's in Caddis, Ohio. $100 a square. This is going to be a $10,000 payout, and there's only 45 squares left, so you better get yours soon. They'll be selling out. The high ton pen here for the other night, it's sold out. Tali, we're still having trouble finding you, man. Get a hold of us. Tonight, on the live stream, if you hit this against us, we will mail you this pin. 3 in the bed. 1 additional pin here. This is the elusive Where did we even find this pin? We didn't even know they made pins for this. The elusive 8-mark round. All right, that's 2 triples and a double in a game of cricket.
Now, Mr. Moon, why's the 8-mark round so hard to hit?
Well, it's just something that you don't typically aim at. There's a saying, sometimes there's no doubles in cricket, you know? But there may become a circumstance when, say, you need a white horse to recover, which we all find ourselves in time and time, being darts. Say one of those numbers had 1 mark, and you end up hitting all triples, but there was already 1 mark, so it only counts as 8. That'd be one way that you'd hit an 8 mark, probably the most common way. Another way would be if you actually hit 2 triples and then aim for a double just to hit it. Now, the reason I got this pin was that second situation. There was a ladder. I hit the first 2 triples, and then knowing that this was up for grabs, I aimed for the double, and it stuck. It just got lucky. But
Looks like we're going to have to be looking for another competitor today.
you know what? For now, let's. We may check out the Good Guys lobby. We're in Good Guys Live lobby. So for anybody who would like to play, come and join us in the lobby. We'll be accepting challengers. And we're back. We got
Oh, wait, it
Riker.
didn't count it.
Welcome back to Good Guys Live at 1:55.
Oh, he's got no third still? Riker.
No, we definitely shouldn't be playing this small child.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back.
You didn't want to beat a 6-year-old.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we found a player who is eligible to play here on Good Guys Live. In order to get on the stream, you got to be at least 18 years old. Grim Shady, not to be confused with his slimmer cousin, Slim Shady. Jacob Graham up first.
Let's see if Grim will stand up.
Big low ton there to open up the match. Low ton answer there from Grim Shady. Grim Shady getting pumped up in the background. I think his arms are sweaty. Knees weak. His arms are heavy. His palms were sweaty. I don't know. He must have had some mom spaghetti. All right, he missed the bullseye that round. That's probably going to hurt him in the long run, as Jacob has been on fire here recently, averaging a 38 coming into this round. Jacob's throwing pretty hot here.
What?
Restart. If anybody out there is having difficulties with their stream right now as far as video goes, Good Guys Live just recommends just to do a quick restart of the stream and see how it goes. Yeah, anytime you experience video trouble here on Good Guys Live, the best thing we recommend is to restart the app. And after that, if you're still having problems, I know I've come across some people that you check and they think everything's fine, but you actually look and they have 127 tabs open on their browser. So in those instances, maybe it's best to restart the phone. And if that doesn't work, hey, they make new ones. Jacob Graham taking the early lead, throwing at 33.4. This game is 1-0. We're going to be quick on that leg 2 button as we see Ben. Was it Ben who got Grim Shady? He's not going to leave us. He's from California, or wears a California t-shirt. A couple flags on the wall. It looks like, if I'm not mistaken, we have a original 13 Colonies American flag in the background, and that other flag, was that a Finland flag? Was that the flag of Finland? We're going to test out the worldliness of the hosts here at Good Guys Live. I would Google this in most circumstances, but folks, you would not believe it. My phone is actually hung to the ceiling right now. Nine marks there for Jacob Graham. That's the white horse. A white horse. Woo! I don't even know what to do for the white horse.
We'll figure that out. Because we are live.
Hat trick, heck, that's easy. Do a trick with your hat. But white horse, I mean, you got to ride a pony. I don't know.
You got to go see a guy about a horse. And a big triple fit 16 by Jacob Graham.
Grim Shady's in really big trouble here.
Dare I say it's looking grim?
If you had one shot, one opportunity,
Capture everything you ever wanted.
one moment,
Would you take it?
just let it slip.
Oh!
That trick there. Jacob Graham with the
Is that
win.
a win on the board on Good Guys Live?
That was a big, big shot there by Jacob Graham.
Man, finishing out strong with the hat trick to close it out.
What a shot. Very big shot. Grim Shady wants to play again. That was a good match. You know, it was kind of one-sided, I will say. For, you know, maybe Grim Shady just had a bad match there. Now, you see he's already shot his cork dart. We're going to have to wait. Jacob is outside. He's checking his investments and making sure that nothing is, everything's looking good. He just called, oh yeah, Jerome
What's the
Powell.
rematch, huh?
He had a quick match, quick phone call with Jerome Powell. Anyhow, Jacob Graham is back here on the dartboard. Hitting the single bullseye. Jacob Graham's going to take the diddle, and Grim Shady is rubbing his nose.
There's one and two.
Almost had to rearrange my hat. Low tone.
Just a bit outside.
Another low ton there for Jacob Graham. If that third dart would have went, that would have been another hat trick. But as a wise man once told me, if ifs and buts were candies and nuts, it'd be Christmas all year round.
Well said, Mr. Boone. Well said. That third dart magic kicking in there.
The third low ton in a row as well. Grim Shady's got some pump up in the background.
It's always good to have a supporting cast. Goes a long way. That's why Jacob can do the things that he does.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. What you just about witnessed. What you almost witnessed. Stay live here on Good Guys. Plenty more opportunities to be had.
There's a 51 left on the board. CJ, isn't that an out?
Steady darts, brother. Steady darts. Triple 17 or three single 17s would be the out for that shot.
3 in the fat.
Jacob was actually able to take out his 501 points before Grim Shady was able to take out half of that. And now they're going to play a game of cricket here. Good luck to Grim Shady.
I gotta tell you, if I was Grim Shady right now, I would be feeling a little frustrated.
Now he's coming into the game here averaging a 3.17. Nothing to be ashamed of. That actually might be a smidge higher than mine. We'll have to see once we get on the after.
He's got all smiles on his end.
5 mark there for Jacob Graham, opening up the 20s.
Alright, CJ. Finally.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have something to show you after this match. Something to show you after this match. Seven mark there for Jacob. pulling well ahead in this game. Grim Shady's wondering what he got himself into. Hey, he challenged you for this one. And another big round there. Is that the second white horse? Was that the elusive 8
That
mark?
was a 9 because I scored an 8
Oh my goodness. Grim Shady hitting the 3 bullseyes in a single 20. Nothing to be ashamed of, but I believe it's a little bit too little. Too late. And Jacob Graham taking the win. Good shot there by Jacob Graham. Grim Shady,
He has left the game.
Grim, good guy said, thanks. Good game, Grim Shady. Like us, follow us, Good Guys Live.
We're back out for to see where it's at now.
We'll be right back. And in the meantime, and in between time, take a minute. This is what we're going to show you.
Go back.
Jacob Graham may have had an update to his stat. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank everybody for checking out Jacob there. As you can tell, man is on the rise. This is a 4-1 stack. Here's the chart. There's a clear linear victory. Cricket-wise as well. Last 2 games, a 6, and then getting pretty good there. 80% wise, it's about the same chart, just a little bit bigger. And as you can tell, sorry about that, everybody. I get the music up a little bit too loud every so often. But as you can tell, Jacob Graham has made it up to the S category there in the darts. And as you can see, today is the 15th of January. Jacob is on a self-made goal here. 100 bullseyes a day for the month of January. It's bullseye January. And as you can tell, this is the 15th. And if you look at this month, at the end of that game, Jacob just hit his 1,500th bullseye to fulfill his quota for the day. Everything else here you've seen was shot on stream. 3 9-mark rounds. Pretty good round there for Jacob Green. Now, to introduce you here, we have something special for you. Something special coming up for you. The next player on our agenda, we have a new player coming in, never seen before on Good Guys Live. Zach Rusin, Frodo. This man's coming out of Cadiz, Ohio. Another shooter out of the Cadiz Country Club. Coming in around 20 average in no 1. A little bit higher than a 2 average in cricket. Your co-host here for the first hour of the show here on Good Guys Live. And as we said, the leader of the team 1 hole off at the Cadiz Country Club. Everybody give it up here for Zach Rusin. He's going to be our next shooter coming up here. And while we get things set over, we will need to take a quick break to get everything lined up. I think Arachnid's going to come in and sponsor this next match, so we got to get them on the phone. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out here with us tonight. Good Guys Live at 155. We've been having a couple good matches. Jacob Graham has just shot a couple exceptional matches, bumped himself up from the AA rating to the S rating. Quite an incredible game here. Zach Rusin's trying to get the game set up here. We're going to get him into some live action. Thank you all for hanging with us here. We got this all settled around. We got a new shooter coming up here, Zach Rusin, phenom from Cadiz, Ohio. We'll bring up his introduction page here one more time. Goes by Frodo ever since his time down at University of Athens. You guys may have heard of it. Cadiz, Ohio.
Stats on the board.
80% stats shown. Let's 100% stats there. A lot of games to be played yet, though. These are just a few games here. So we'll see. We'll see if we can't bring that average up here tonight live on Good Guys.
Hit better.
Better because I got
Or hit all three, so I did that thing, so that big challenge.
All right. So we got a double C. And we're bringing in the new co-host while we get this match set up here. Jacob Graham's coming in to join us.
We're here live with Good Guys. A few matches in. Zach's in a hot seat now. See what he can get done.
Jacob, after going off there in those couple matches, how do you feel? How do you feel? Was that a good match, good round for you?
I was pretty hot. This is a warm-up for Monday night. Tomorrow's first night back in the league.
League starting up.
Just getting tuned up. Just want to get tuned up here. I don't know who we play, what to call on tax, see what our schedule is, but they got it coming. That's all I got to say about that. Our teammates are probably been practicing all winter break.
The teammates, Randy Davia, shout out to Randy Davia, and also Stan Traurig. Jacob, how would you say Stan's last name?
I just call him Low Ton Stan. I mean, every time he throws the darts, he gets
Low
Low
Ton
Ton.
Stan.
Low Ton Stan's all I need to know.
So we're getting Zach Rusin here set up with the match. Now, Zach, what kind of player would you like to play? There's actually a player here. They're called One Hole Off, and I have you listed as the team member of One Hole Off. They've got 2,600 games to play. Let's see if they will accept our challenge here.
This could be the
600.
this could be the battle to see who's one hole off for real.
Oh, it's for sure going to be me.
was not quite completed in time. Now I see one hole off here, off in the lobby.
What's the rating level on this live stream?
The rating level is PG 18.
18 plus. We don't want to play 6-year-olds. We do encourage kids to play the sport. We just try to keep it. Oh, Jeff. Maybe Jeff wants the game. This would be a good match here. Similar averages.
Jeff has played 1,000 games, and 6 people have liked the game that they played. So the percentage-wise, he's shooting a 0.6%. Zach Cruz in his first. There's
first?
no diddle. Apologize for that.
No diddle.
We're not diddling.
Nope. Random first. Zach has earned right to go first.
Starting out with 3 marks there. Now one of those darts didn't count.
Just
However,
push it. Just push it.
on the it was a 20. We'll see.
Jeff may get upset, but we're trying to improve our stats, and that dart was truly a 20, and
We could see it from here. It was in the board.
we will. We're going to improve next time. We'll get a second camera up there, and everyone will know.
Just an idea, guys. I think in the background somewhere we need to get goodguys.live in the actual background. Now that one was also in the triple. Ruse, I will say.
This guy's gonna be mad.
Well, he can get on the good guys and talk fast.
Single 19 there, and another third dart didn't quite count there, but Ruzen decided to hit the button this time. It looked like it was in a triple to me.
I think so. Gentleman's rules. He said he'll give it to him. Give this guy a chance to get back in the game, which he does. Answers back with a 5-mark round.
Zach Ruzen's coming into this round at a 3.67 average. Really trying to get that average up. Single 20 there, almost capturing a point lead. See what Jeff does.
Mark leaves the door open for Zach.
Had to tap in a single 20 there. It did hit, but didn't hit the stick.
Slow down.
Sometimes, if you have the grand board at home, go ahead and put in the chat if you've ever experienced these kind of issues where darts weren't counting. Now, I don't experience this problem often. However, when I do, I drink Dos Equis.
or Modelo last week, you said.
Right on. Tried some
Check the
Modelo,
date.
some
Check the date, make sure it was
Bud
good.
Light, also. We like all kinds, unless here in the future one of us wants to give us a big money sponsorship, then we might cut all the rest of them out. But for now,
We don't discriminate. We'll drink them all.
this show is brought to you by Bud Light. It's always brewed using the choicest hops, best barley, malt, and red. 4.2% alcohol sold in every gas station near you. The amount of neon that is bent to say BUDLIGHT is pretty incredible. This show is also brought to you by 5 Hour Energy.
Used some of those coming back from the drive last night.
Now, I will promise you all one thing. 5 plus 5 in this case does not equal 10. There's no 10 hours energy to be had in a day. You gotta spread it out.
You gotta work, you gotta sleep, you know what I mean? You can't just double it down.
Oh, we're missing a dart here for the good guys. dart for the good guys.
Did you find it?
I do not.
Oh, I got it right here.
Okay, sorry for the inadvertent mess there. As you can tell, this is coming to you live. It's one of the things that we like to show here, the ins and outs of the show. Now, Zach Rusin was there for a while, shooting at 3.67 after the first round. The average has kind of dropped to the 1.73. Jeff actually has a higher average, but if I were throwing, I'd probably rather be in Rusin's position at this point. All right.
All over the board.
Rusin's coming in here, triple 20. Big last start there.
Solid round. Steady darts there, Jeff. He's hanging this game.
I heard 2 clicks there for Zach Rusin. 177, he's got the point lead.
This is a battle of strategies, like you said. I mean, to be honest, I'd rather be in Zach's position here. 20s are open. Jeff's just chasing points in them lower number rounds.
1.83. And
Don't happen often. Don't happen often here at goodguys.live. They were all on the wire. They were just right there.
It's like they were one hole up.
Easily could have been a 5-mark round, turned into a 0, but we're going to bounce back right here.
big triple 20 there. Another single 20 did stick in the board. It didn't count. It's been adjusted at this point.
Just like that, just like we said, 0 to 4. The last round could have been a 5. It was a 0. Just one hole off. He's on the wire. Steady darts.
Sitting here with a 59-point lead. Trying to take care of some of these open numbers. Hit the 216s. There was one in the board there that, again, didn't count. Something's going on here with the matrix. Just ask Andrew Tate, I guess.
All right.
The live stream's getting go dark now.
Big 5-mark round there for Jeff.
We might have to install a weight bench back here, see if we can get Zach a little more oomph behind his darts.
Just a bit outside.
Can confirm, just a bit out.
In the weeks coming up, we may have a special co-host coming in live for you. This is maybe not. We'll see. We had a special co-host here tonight for you, Zach Rusin. I do want to bring a good buddy of ours, John Stewart, into the studio.
We need to get Johnny on here. We do.
We will. For a brief moment, Zach Rusin is going to give us a live interpretation of his thoughts going through this game.
You're going to hear me cussing from time to time.
And we're going to go on into the next one.
We're going to close out this game.
Actually, that was the game-winning darts there for
Send it back.
that game. While we find a new opponent, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for stopping by Good Guys Live. We'll be right back.
And we're back live here. Jake Break challenge Rusin to a 3-leg medley. Jake Break has won the diddle. Solid 64 mark
down,
round,
TJ
one
Boo.
bull. Zach is now at the throw.
We are live on Good Guys Live.
Pardon the interruption. All right, we got William Miser here, it looks like. Wearing a dart jersey. Jake Break. All right. That's kind of what I imagine that sounded like. Almost like Gus Bus.
Third dart. Didn't count. Can't hit.
Good shot there by Zach Rusin. Coming in with 09-15. Couldn't quite catch the third dart there.
Now we're showing what someone actually looks like playing darts. It's not Jacob Graham here playing in the S League.
372 left here against that 164. Zach seems to be having a little trouble with one of the darts sticking. Counting, is it always the third dart? $119 left here for Jake Brake. He missed the first dart already. He was going bulls. He actually went up. He had another look, which I didn't recognize, but he ended up hitting that single 16 instead of the triple 19 for that third dart, which would have given him the game. Zach Rusin coming up for the bullseye, single 11. And the third dart, again, gave him a little bit of issue there on the stick, but it's all good. Single 17 left him 144 points, 41 here for Jake Brake. Single 18, not what he was going for there. Ended up busting. So, hey, you're saying there's a chance. You're saying there's a chance. All right, around there for Zach Reason, lifting himself 118 points. JB's up here with 41 left. Again, probably not where he was aiming at. Left himself 6 and a single 6 to take the game out. Thumbs up from Zach Rusin.
He's a sad Vikings fan. I see that now. He's probably not having a good day.
Zach Rusin has called out the fact that Jake Brake's got some kind of Viking memorabilia flag up in the background. Vikings took a hard loss today here. January 15th.
Big dart there at the triple 20 to get Zach on the board. What's that stat about the open 20s in cricket?
73% of the time, whoever hits the 20s first in the game wins.
46% of stats are made up on the spot.
46.82, that's right. Pretty close. Now Jake Brake has taken an interesting strategy. Instead of just moving straight on to the 19, he's actually chose to hit those 20s first, which has thrown Zach here a little bit off. He probably was expecting to maybe go back up top there one more time. However, here comes Jake, single 19. He's got 3 darts in his hand. He's throwing the first one, it's off. He's got a single 19, third dart coming in now. Another single 19. He's open the 19. So here comes Reason back up. Let's see what he does. Single 19. There's another one in the board that didn't quite count. It's tapped in now. 2 marked round there for Zach Rusin. He's taking the same strategy that Jake did on those 20s and trying to close those out. Jake's got the jersey. He's readjusting it. Big shot there by Zach Rusin, hitting a 5 mark round on the 17s. Actually, it was a 3 mark round, but there's no way to back up in a game of darts, so we're going to roll with it. It's been happening all day. Sometimes work to your advantage. Jake Brake ain't taking it, though. He comes in with hitting 4 mark round. Zach Rusin coming in with a 2.5 average. Hitting that double 16 there on that third dart. Jake just moving on, mowing through. 3 single 16s. Jacob. He's down 34 points now. Up 2 points. Zach Rusin coming in. Single 15 additional coming. It's in the board. 4 mark round. I think Zach's hitting more doubles this game of cricket than I've seen for a while. He's pulling off an interesting strategy, and I like it. It's called whatever it takes. Good shot there. Another single coming at you again that didn't quite come.
Solid 4 mark round there for Bruce, and he's really hanging on here with them 15s.
Big shot there. 5 marker from Jake Break. Rare, no mark round there for Zach Rusin. Single mark round there.
Feel like Dave
So you're
Meyer.
saying there's a chance.
Jack Graham in the chat said it's Rusin. Shout out to Jack Graham. Last time Jack picked up his darts, he threw 9 of them or 8 of them, however many it takes to hit a triple and everything, and then a single double bull. It was probably 2 double bullseyes if I remember
It
right.
was a 7.36. I have the screenshot.
7.36 average. Jack said, "Put your purse down, throw it like you mean it." Hear that in the background? Oh yeah. Might have to get Jack here on the program. Jake Break takes it again. That's the best of 2. That was a tough opponent there to choose. End up shooting a 2.15. Zach Rusin with 1.8. Reflection in the chat. Oh, we find a new match.
Whoa, we gotta pump this back in here.
Jake was going to give us a quick breakdown on what happened there. Zach, come over here and what went
Get in
wrong?
the hot seat, Zach. Get in the hot seat.
What went wrong?
Oh, Mr. Moon, what probably went wrong there is I couldn't hit what I was throwing at. You see, the name of the game is throwing at what we need to hit. When I try to throw at those 20s and I miss the 20s, we don't quite do well. We try to throw at those 19s and we miss the 19s. We don't do well. It's pretty self-explanatory to say the least.
I understand. In the game of 01,
I couldn't hit a bull. I was, what's the word? 1 hole off.
He was on the street.
shout out to Bullsy Ben there. He was a tough competitor. Just saw him on the Facebook page. Yeah, Ben Zeitz. Hey, good shooting, man. It was good shooting. And Zach here, the opponent you just played, Jake Break, he did have a name I saw on the sleeve that said Janelle, it almost looked like. So maybe if anybody knows if that's a real name, just let us know.
Playing live on Good Guys Live.
We're going to switch up some things here, and in the meantime, in between time, Jack Graham said it's not program or program, it's actually pro-gram. So we'll be right back. And welcome back, everyone. We have a new challenger here for Zach Cruising, Renee. Renee's shooting from her home office here. Yeah, Renee's coming in as a full shooter. I tell you what, Good Guys Live was not quite expecting that last shot. We're going to get hyped up here for everybody. A little while. Zach Cruising coming down, spending a Sunday evening with us. Thank you all for joining us this Sunday evening.
Interesting strategy there, Cotton. I saw what you did there.
I hit it in. There was the one I'm missing. No, I hit the one I... Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I missed it. They got me then. Feel like Dave Miser. Ah! You've seen that, right?
You don't remember who won? Oh, no. No one's going now.
And a big shot there, low ton for Zach Cruising, 105. Scores 214 to 232. Zach Cruising coming in with a 30 round there. Had to bounce out. Didn't quite count. Renee coming in 184.
I don't know if I have any tips that are even worth anything at this point.
Now, this is good to spotlight Renee's bull shooting. Renee's been quite the bull shooter this evening.
We should reach out to her. I actually have a free invitation to the Bullshit World Finals. Just got in the mail. Any woman is free. Renee, reach out. We'll get to see you in the mail.
Absolutely. And for those of you just joining us, if anybody knows Tolly, please get a hold of us. We own a high ton pin. But for those of you just joining us, we have a couple pins we're giving out here tonight. 3 in the bed pin. If you hit this against the good guys, yours. And then we also have the all-elusive 8-pin, which we were talking earlier. Where did we even get this thing? We didn't even know they made these.
It usually happens by accident, like you said. You're going for some triples, and you end up snagging there's one mark on the 18, and you hit a triple to close. It's usually by accident it happens. 8 marks are tough to come by. We like 9s, we like 6s. You know?
Renee lifts up 25. That's an untakeable out there.
Ooh, tough break for Renee.
95 here for Zach Rusin.
92.
Well said. 89 left.
80 is a good out. It's a
All
good
right.
lead.
5 is a bust number. There's
That's
2 numbers on either side that
There's
could,
a
it
small
could go either
segment to
way.
hit. And she hits it. Renee does get it done.
Winner Renee in game 1. However, this isn't just one game. This is a 3-game medley.
The stats were virtually even right there. At 16-5 to 15-something.
It was a tough game there.
Virtually even. Come down to the last dart.
Frodo's up to throw first. Coming in up there, single 18. There was one dart that it didn't count. Single 5.
Oh, I didn't get my double.
Good
Well,
shot
there
by
are no
Zach
doubles
Regan.
in cricket there, Zach. So, I mean,
Plenty.
that could be a problem. Big dart for Zach Rusin. 4-mark round, triple 19er. He's got a commanding lead.
Prime target here for the 18s, which he hits 3 of right off the rip. Single 2, and then looking to head down at the 17s again with a triple 3 that didn't quite count. Missed there by Renee, rare miss. Had a dart there that didn't count there. Rusin's having a little bit of trouble. It always seems to be with that third dart. If you're having this trouble at home, the first thing that I would recommend was extending the period of time that you held your third dart before you threw it. That one didn't quite count. Or, as Jack Graham said, put your purse down and throw it like you mean it.
I like Jack's response there. Program, he said, put your purse down, Frodo.
There it counted, but there was a that was in the triple. Good shot there. 6-mark round for Zach Regan.
It would have been a 9-mark if you didn't hear the sound of the board. The first dart actually went back and hit the furnace. He bypassed the board.
Renee was kind of confused about these darts not counting. Not aware that she's on Good Guys Live.
If she would tune in to Good Guys Live.
Oh, she's trying to talk.
Oh, the
We-
mic does work.
If you can hear this on the desktop audio, we do apologize, especially if Renee has.
I swear they're hitting.
She can actually hear us as well.
It's on, yeah.
I don't know if I can't hear you. I swear they're hitting.
Tell her to tune in to Good Guys Live.
Tune in to Good Guys Live.
Goodguys.live.
Goodguys.live.
She's probably asking why you're up 124 and she hasn't scored yet. That would be my guess.
Hey, hit the button there.
She's conceded.
That's what you call in the game of darts a rage quit.
I'll take one win on the night.
And for Zach Rusin with the win. All right, everybody. What a great match. While we get this sorted out here, We're going to do some work over here on the game board, so you might see this disappear. Actually, let's find out together.
Let's check out Zach's improvement. He threw pretty solid tonight. Let's see what his stats are.
Now, if anybody knows how to do this, please put it in the chat. We're in the middle of a game that somebody's backed out of. Besides closing the app down, well, I guess we could click this button and maybe that'll answer all our questions. Great, thanks. That was a lot of help. Shout out to Grandboard in the chat. Okay. In the meantime, we're gonna sort this out. We will be right back.
Next up to throw, we got the host of 155, CJ, the Red Rocket Moon. Let's check out his stats here before we get dabbled in. 100% stats, 26.63, 01, 3.13 in cricket. Pretty solid stats. Not many guys shoot over a 3 we come across. But here we are, we're looking for the challengers tonight.
A lot of A's, looking a lot like his high school career, being a valedictorian of the Harrison Central class.
You're not wrong. Who wants a shot at the AA? Handicap, we still haven't figured out the handicap. We don't do handicap when possible. We're going to back out of that and try another one here.
We don't like that one either. It also is recommended a handicap. We have a challenger. He's an Essen Cricket. The host of 155 said, we're going for it.
He said,
501, Cricket 501. Let's see what happens.
do chow. Oh, you can hear that.
That is a pea hole, folks. That is a dead center double bull to win the diddle. CJ is up first. Found the bull in his third dart, solid 58 point round.
Seeing the difference in skill level from the last competitor to now. You know, the learning league compared to the Good Guys Live.
The Chow has decided he is human. He is not going to throw bulls the entire night. But CJ, the Red Rocket Moon with a low ton, said I got some bulls to answer back at that.
Low ton after low ton after low ton.
Solid 112 from CJ, the Red Rocket Moon, leaving 151. One of our favorite outs to take here at goodguys.live.
Now, if you have that 151 out, how you throwing it? Are you throwing the bull first?
151, you always want to go two bulls, 17. It's a no-brainer.
You don't want to change it up. None in the middle, huh?
A rare miss there for CJ, the Red Rocket Moon. Doesn't happen very often.
Oh, single 14 to take this out for Mr. Duchow.
Now, is this Chow from The Hangover, possibly?
Doesn't quite look like it, but you know, he might be hungover. CJ leaving himself with a clean 50. If Duchow does not close this out, and he does.
Gentleman's double. We appreciate the gentleman's double anytime it's hit. And now on to cricket. Nice triple there to get the 20s open. We've spoke many times on this. The player that opens the 20s wins 73% of the time in cricket. One mark round from DeChow isn't going to cut it. Leaves the door wide open here for CJ the Red Rocket Moon to make a move.
Gonna go for the closeout on those 19s. I don't believe that triple stuck. That's a heartbreaking move there. Those 19s would be closed out with the 4 mark. Instead, he got a 1.
Big round for CJ Moon. Big 5 marker, much needed. Gets another number open and some points. Chow's at a loss for words here. He just can't get it together. He is just phased by the triple hitting of CJ, the Red Rocket Moon. And that's how it's done.
Ooh.
That is how it's done.
Close
Score
down to
some,
19.
score some points, close the number. The Chow, what's your move?
Answers back with the quick triple.
Just a bit outside.
2 mark of his own. Chow's running some points at this point. As you said earlier, hit some points, close some marks.
Good answer by CJ Moon there with the 4 mark round. Very easily given a 7. That triple 4 was just a bit outside. Steady darts, brother. Steady darts, as we say here at goodguys.live.
A 3.86 average, marks per round. That's pretty solid. CJ with a 3.43 at the moment.
CJ, the Red Rocket Moon, takes the lead back with a 5 mark on the 18s. Smart move there to close the 16s and force the Chow to decide, is he going to close with the lead or is he going to open the 15s? And he chooses to open the 15s. Woo!
Big time CJ Moon there.
Gets the lead, and I'm not so sure that 3rd dart wasn't right on the wire. The Chow takes a look at the close. He holds the wrist just like LeBron.
Just a bit outside for Charles Moon.
1 hole off. 1 hole off and being a real nice round right there.
Du Chow taking the W there.
308 to 417, solid numbers. As we said here at Good Guys Live, we always give the thanks, nice, fun, and a thumbs up when it's well deserved. We'll move on here to our next opponent. Next up, we have the Boogeyman versus CJ, the Red Rocket Moon.
You always love to see the sports memorabilia in the background. We got a 49ers fan here. Look at that man cave.
That is a nice man cave by the Boogeyman. I almost thought we were going to hit the hat trick screen there for a second. But a low ton. Never upset by low ton. The Boogeyman is stretching here. He is getting ready, limbered up. He said big darts are coming.
He has a full deck, keg system on deck.
Boogeyman, if you're watching this, Good Guys Live are welcome. We will come stream at your place. This game here is brought to you by Bush. Solid low ton, 104 for CJ, the Red Rocket Moon. I also, as we noticed the Boogeyman throwing, there's bottles of Jaeger underneath his dartboard. Did you notice that, Zach? Did you notice?
I actually didn't want to notice that, Jake. Like everyone else that's ever joined this chat, everyone's had a bad experience with that Jägermeister.
That was one of my drinks of choice, but as you can see here, 3 bottles lined up, 1, 2, and 3. Right behind the man cave sign.
And 3 on top, 4 on top above it, 5 on top above it.
This man doesn't mess around.
There's also one on the far left of the screen.
Nice bullseye for the Boogeyman to get himself back in this game. CJ Moon with the 106, another low ton. How many low tons is it this game? How many has he hit?
I couldn't quite tell you the number, but I'll tell you, 79 looking left. CJ could end this game, this round.
What route will he take?
Looks like the 7 full double 11 route.
That's one of his favorite outs. When he gets to 77, I will say the bull double 11 is what it usually ends up being. Good shooting, Boogeyman.
Follow us live on goodguys.live.
That is a very nice man cave. Woo! I thought we were going to have a white horse there, folks. I really thought a white horse was coming.
I think we got 2 of the legs of that horse anyways.
Hey, we're never upset with a 6 mark. 6 marks is a solid round every time you see it.
Boogeyman just felt the pressure right there. He just wanted to go pour a little bit of that Jägermeister in the
I
background.
think he just cracked a new bottle. I think he did.
He has a cigarette in his mouth.
He's decided
I'd
to
to
answer
light
back
one
with
up.
the 7 marks by the Boogeyman with a Marlboro Light in mouth.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Come on
CJ Moon with a single 18 on that round. Feeling a little frustrated. You can see it. Let's talk about the Boogeyman's board for a second. The lighting around it is pretty sweet. Check that out.
That is a nice dart cabinet. The lighting is actually going on around his board is a that is a grand board. I forget the model number. I want to say a G3. For some reason, to my mind, I very well could be wrong. Chat, go ahead and answer that. Correct me if I'm wrong. The model of grand board he's using will actually illuminate where the dart hits for the opponent while you're throwing.
We do like to take a moment to mention that we are sponsored by Grandboards at grandboards.com.
That's the round we were looking for right there. 4 marks by CJ Moon. 80 points. Give him a nice little cushion here.
CJ Moon with those rare misses.
They don't happen very often. Nice 4 mark round there for CJ.
Steady darts, brother. Steady darts.
Good round there. CJ still holding the lead and closing quite a few numbers there, forcing the boogeyman to go to 15s for points, which he does.
Whoa!
We call this 0-0.
We got a match.
Big darts by CJ Moon. Now it comes down to the boogeyman having to hit 3 bullseyes. CJ Moon only needing 2. First to 2. Here we go. And that's how it's done here at goodguys.live, folks. We grind it out. We'll be shooting 3, a 5, a 7, or a 1. We grind it out for the win. And as you can see here, Boogeyman actually shot a higher average. Thanks, Boogeyman. Good games.
Follow us live on Good Guys Live.
Next up, folks, we got Thresher49. He decided he wanted some of this goodguys.live stream. Good guys go first.
That man looks like he is ready to play.
I think he's actually wearing a shark tooth for a necklace. I haven't seen that since around 1997, 98. It's been a while, but it appears he's wearing a shark tooth necklace. Shout out to whatever beach you were at, Thresher, when you found that shark tooth. He's a triple 20 shooter. He's elected not to go for bullseyes, and he's actually went up north for the triple 20s. Not a smart tactic for this game. Not a smart tactic at all.
CJ Moon had to step back, compose himself, and slam that big bull. Still going for that strategy of 20s.
He is committed. CJ answered back, said, hey, I know them 20s are up there.
Bull still in the middle. Something I can't quite find.
CJ doing jumping jacks here to warm up for this next round. I expect a big round here coming up. Probably low ton, maybe better.
Just a bit outside.
Right on the wire. Right on the wire.
Strategy of those 20s really coming into play here.
123 is a tough out. It requires a triple or two to get it done.
Big darts by the Moon Man.
I see a solid solid bull double 15 here coming up for CJ Moon when he gets the opportunity. Good leave there. Good leave. Good round. Come down to just a couple darts here to settle this match.
Throw the one first. A bold strategy.
Looks like he missed the board. And a single 20. The door is wide open. And there it is, folks, in one dart, double 17 to get the win in the first match. A close battle between Thresher 49 and CJ Moon. Virtually even averages. He's actually got his sweatbands on. Thresher 49 has turned up the heat for the next round of cricket here. His sweatbands are on, I would note.
Just like the heat in goodguys.live.
The wood burner is going, folks. It's about 87 degrees in here. We keep it hot. We keep it nice.
Just a bit outside. Now, Jacob, what's CJ going to be throwing at this next round here? It's looking like he's going to have to be throwing at those 17s. Am I correct on that?
99% of the time, you move on to the 17s here. You're going to hit a big triple. Get you some points. And then stay there. Steady darts, brother. Steady darts. 3 singles will work. The 17s are now open for CJ. Thresher 49 has a decision to make. Does he want to go for 17s or does he want to move on? He hits 3 singles and closes. Now, where do you think CJ will go here, Zach?
I think he's going to go for the 16 for those points. Big triple on the 16s, just a bit outside on the last 2 darts. That could be a real game changer. Thresher's steady. Thresher's real steady. Ooh. 2 bulls on the board there.
For those of you that can't see at home because our Grand Cam is not installed yet, that was just about a hat trick as you're ever going to get.
Thresher
Solid
with some
shooting.
Fantastic darts there.
Great match. Thresher with the applause. He knows it was a tough battle. On to the diddle here. We're going to find out who's throwing first going to the last game here. CJ the Red Rocket Moon with a bullseye. And as you know here at Good Guys Live, they always throw first. Thresher selects his game, most likely cricket, but we will find out here in a second. And sure enough, it is. It is cricket. CJ said I may have won the diddle, but you go ahead and go first, Thresher. We ain't scared.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
There ain't no doubles in cricket. Nobody's told Thresher that. Apparently he throws at him still. These darts are just hitting the wire for CJ. They are so close to falling in to really big rounds. Thresher with a single mark here, leaving the door wide open for the good guys. Steady darts, brother. Steady darts. And mind you, it's a bit of a challenge tonight. CJ has opted to throw with sunglasses on, just to make it a bit more difficult because we're training for league, which opens up tomorrow, Monday, the 16th. What is tomorrow, Zach? What is so special about Monday the 16th? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
It is a day off for us people who
Government jobs.
working in the facilities of a government job. You're correct.
Yes.
Now, maybe not for everyone in this room, but for some people, it would be for everyone in this room, it would be Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
And I think two of you guys do have it off. The third of us doesn't. But that's okay.
Well, ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees.
Thresher hit a solid dart there, but he don't know this is CJ's theme song as it comes onto the jukebox.
And
that
he
is a
crushes
hat
the hat
trick!
trick!
That is a hat trick! There it is. I have your hat. You have mine. That is a hat trick, folks. We have hit a hat trick.
There's some hype. There is some hype at 155.
There it is. He's back. And Thresher there with the finish. He takes the win.
Fantastic rounds on him. It's those sweatbands. I'm telling you, I think
Great
we should all
game.
get some of the sweatbands.
Great game. We'll hit you with a thanks. Nice. Fun. Good game, Thresher. We'll be right back as we find a new opponent. Folks, we are back here. CJ Moon versus Wheeler. Wheeler seems to have a network error. We'll toss this diddle here, and hopefully it's going to iron itself out. It appears Wheeler has a box fan going there. Still the network error. Wheeler is back for some more action. Hopefully the box fan isn't disrupting the Wi-Fi internet there.
And let's point out that that first diddle was a bull. And another network error on Wheeler's side.
He hit a 3. He hit a 3. CJ will go first in this medley of 0-1 cricket choice.
My man kind of looks a little, what's the word I'm looking
He
for?
has had-
Intoxicated. There is some major alcohol bottles there.
He has had at least one twisted tea tonight. I'm not sure how long those cans have been there.
Now, we do not condone drinking on this stream, but if you are, make sure you're 21. Please drink responsibly.
We will acknowledge the hat trick on his side there, but we do not do the hat trick cam unless you throw a hat trick for the goodguys.live.
Or you're a subscriber.
Or a subscriber. If you're a subscriber playing against us, we will do the hat trick cam. That is correct. That is correct, Zach.
Wheeler with some big darts. 118. Low ton on the board.
They were all right. They were all right darts. Nice 82 round there for CJ. Setting himself up nicely here.
Wheeler did finally miss one of those marks. Man, he was starting to hit a little hot there. double 6 on the board for a bust.
6 is a bust number if you're playing no 1. 6 is not one you want to leave. But I will say, Wheeler, if he doesn't take this out, 128 is CJ Moon's favorite out to hit. Luckily for Wheeler, he didn't get to see it. CJ will go ahead and lead here in cricket.
Two marks on the board.
Wheeler with the triple 20. Looks like he hasn't slept in days. We'll see if that'll be a factor here in this cricket game. CJ opting to open the 19s and close the 20s, forcing Wheeler to get a new number. Well, what? He chooses to go down and close the 19s.
He is not scared and is not backing down. But this is going to leave a big opening for CJ Moon to take advantage.
That is not the strategy here. That is not what you do. Big darts.
That
CJ,
third dart coming in clutch.
he only needs one. He just needs one dart around. Opens up the 18s. Wheeler's probably going to chase because he has been chasing, which is a sign of a rookie dart player. And that, in my mind, folks, is a 5-mark round for nothing.
I'll tell you, after throwing that the wood into the wood burner, I keep hearing the crack of fire.
Meanwhile, Zach hears the crack of the fire. All I hear is the crack of my bush.
I think we should take a minute to mention out our other sponsors that we're actually going to send out to Wheeler, Manscaped.
Manscaped 2.0 brought to you by TikTok.
Wheeler, you need to contact us as soon as possible so we can get that sent out to you.
He leaves the door open here for CJ to go ahead and make a decision to get more points or close 17s. Gets one. He just barely missed that third dart for a big round right there. Big 5-round mark there for CJ Moon. Open to 15s and gain some points. Wheeler's going to make a decision here. He opts to close the 15s. Big round by CJ Moon, double bull.
We got a game on our hands.
Big round there. Gains the point lead. Hits another 17. He is 117 from closing this game. Wheeler extends it out with some points there. Wheeler takes this one. We're on to game 3.
That's it.
Mm-mm.
Oh. I realized it was 5.
First up will be CJ Moon.
Two mark. That's exactly how we started game 2.
Wheeler with a big miss here, leaving the door wide open for CJ Moon to go ahead and close them 20s and possibly gain a few points to keep this game going. This could be the turning of the tide here. And there it was, folks. 20s are secured. Wheeler seems to have stepped out for one more twisted tee.
Hopefully he makes it back. Nope, just adjusting the fan.
It was adjusting the box fan there. Looks to be a little bit warm in there with the blackout curtains he has.
You know, in video games, they would call this guy a neckbeard. He's sweating. He's sweating hard. Gets triple. You got
Big
triple.
round for CJ Moon. He hit so many darts the audio cut out. 6 marks in the 19s to open him and get 57 points. We thought we had a board malfunction there for a second. Another big round. 76 points for CJ. Adds to the total. They call it Cricket 200. Wheeler's beside himself. He's not sure what he's doing over there.
We're also seeing a network malfunction here. Considering how many viewers we have right now, I know it's not on our end. Shout out to the chat.
Type in the chat here, what should CJ throw at next? Score points or go for the close in the 17s? What does chat think? 49 viewers have decided, CJ, go ahead and go for the close. In which he does in one dart. Thanks, chat, for the input.
Gotta love all the live responses. Get it?
Just a bit outside.
For all our viewers who are just tuning in, Wheeler has taken the first 2 games in this 5-game medley. Medley.
As Happy Gilmore would say, the price is wrong. Big round, CJ Moon gets the close, forces Wheeler to decide here. Which route is he going to go? He's ahead in points. Is he going to open the 15s up? Is he going to close the 19s? CJ already has two 15s. Big decision here. Looks like he's going to go 15 route. All right. He unplugged the box fan, got his internet going. And that's how that's done right there by CJ Moon.
Man, how many darts does this man have?
I think he threw 9 darts right there.
I gotta do say for all the viewers at home, I am taking off. This is my last couple minutes on this live stream. I appreciate all the fans in the chat.
That is Zach Rusin probably signing out. Oh, we have some comments here. Walking Dad. Dude, you're on the Good Guys Live team. Wheeler must have got his internet from Wish. He goes there from wish.com. Walking Dad, you're on our side, goodguys.live. Feel free to challenge us anytime. We'll play you. We'll send you a jersey, dart flights, a pin. You want a pin against us? We got to take a break here, Sean. We gotta go here to break. We're going to commercial break. Walking Dad, hang in tight. I promise next guy's internet won't come from Wish.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream. It's me, CJ, down here at Good Guys Live at 155. Shout out to Wakan Dad in the chat there. How much for a jersey? He's asking. On the goodguys.live website, man, I check that one out. Goodguys.live. There's a merchandise section there on the one of the tabs there. Get on there. And we got a pricing out section, the flights, the jerseys, the everything else we got listed on there. I have to pull it up myself for so many things. Remember. Anyhow, the next competitor we got up here on the show, we saw him here at the beginning. He's gonna finish the stream out here for us. Jacob Graham, you guys have seen him, the S shooter here in cricket. So as we get on to that. We got a couple of things to say here. Good Guys Live coming at you at 155 here. We have a couple pins to give away. One of the pins is this high ton pin. Tolly, if anybody knows Tolly on the dartboard, this high ton pin belongs to him. He actually hit this against me the other night. Bullseye, 2 triple 20s at 170. We also have a 3 in the bed pen. If you hit 3 in the bed against us, we'll mail this pen to you. Put it in your dart case. Put it on your wall. Then we also have the all elusive 8-mark pin. 8-mark rounds, hard to come by. Hard to come by. And I'll even actually show you that here real quick. If we look at the 8-mark rounds, notice that is typically the least hit of all. You hit 27 9ers and 2 8 marks. It's just something that people don't typically aim for. So that being said, we're going to get on to a match here. Jacob Graham's coming up to shoot next, and we'll see what we can do. We're going to show you what it takes to find a match here. You're playing on the grand board. You want to find somebody to play. Is it hard to find people? Sometimes that's the question. Well, here's a couple tips for you. So if it's just one person up here, that's how you know it's a single player. 2 people, like Dr. Spaceman and Drunk Winky. 2 people there, that's a doubles match. Now also you have the ratings down here. CC, Cricket, 01 ratings. And you also notice there's these different colored buttons, right? These different colored things. So the pinkish one here, that's if they want to play an 01 game. The green one here, that means they want to play a cricket game. And the purple here means that they're willing to play a medley. And a medley is a series of games, could be cricket, could be 01. So you notice only blue over here, or purple, whatever you want to call it. They only want to play a medley. Green here, they're only willing to play cricket, and only pink down here, they're only willing to play 01. Now, I believe Jacob has his set up so that he's willing to play anything that you want. We got a challenger here, Jimbo Slice. Jacob Graham hitting the bullseye. And starting out, bullseye on that 3rd dart. We played a little bit of steel tip darts earlier. Hopefully those steel tip conversion points are still in those. Jimbo Slice coming up.
Opening up with a hat trick. Good shot there for Jimbo. Jacob finishing there with another bullseye on the third dart.
That third dart's got a magnet in it for those at home.
Wondering why it keeps hitting. $300 left.
I tell you what, these glasses, they keep getting crookeder and crookeder. I can't tell if it's me or if it's the glasses.
360 left here for Jacob.
Third dart, I was expecting a bullseye. However, it was still the highest of the three. 19 there on that third dart.
39, 288.
And a rare miss there for Jimbo. Opens the door here for Jacob.
Bullseye on the second dart there. Jacob's left himself 128. Jimbo down to 100. And a big shot there.
Had to look at the double. A little bit low there. Double 14 hit the 11. Jimbo doesn't do himself any justice here, leaving Jacob 17 to go out.
And a double 17 it is. He hit a little bit too low there.
A little bit too low.
Jimbo with a 58 here. 25, that's the two darter. 20, he left himself a one darter. Set himself up. And hit a double
10. The
double
gentleman's
ten.
double out. Jimbo slice. Jimbo with the 80 average.
Steady darts, brothers. Steady darts. Jacob opened up there with 3 single 20s. Steady darts, brother. Steady darts. Jacob following the single 20s with the 3 single 19s. Jimbo slice not to be outdone. It's like a tie ball game, but the superior number, I call that because it's worth more points. 20s is in the hands of Jacob Graham. Give the thought process out there for all you folks listening at home. Jacob started out with the 18s. He wanted to take it home. He might even went down to 17s if that stuck. But since he missed, he decided to pull off at the 20s. The single stuck. It was close.
He was lined up. Felt good.
He went for the triple and it stuck. Put Jimbo Slice in a bad spot. Now Jimbo Slice is in a really bad spot after only hitting 2 marks. And there goes the strategy from the last round. Looking at those 18s, 5 marks on the 18s by Jacob Graham. What a shot. Jimbo with 3. And a rare no mark round there for Jacob Graham. Back to back. Two there for Jacob. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been streaming live now for almost 4 hours. 3 hours, 11 minutes here going strong. It's been a good evening. We have several good matches. We've had Jacob the Goat Graham on, myself, CJ, the Red Rocket Moon, and also Zach Frodo Rusin, who just chimed in the chat. Speak of the devil, Rusin in the chat said, USA, 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 USA.
Because the dog's fired up next door.
Pretty patriotic down here at 155. Big shot there for Jacob Graham. He's chosen to leave Jimbo Slice at 17 here, which Jimbo has been taking advantage of. He's up to 221 points. As you guys can tell, the furnace has just kicked on. It's getting nice and toasty down here at 155. Big shot there for Jacob Graham. 180. Big shot there by Jacob. He's left the 17. He's making the same statement that he's made time and time again. We can try that all day. Now, one interesting difference between this game, cricket, and a game that you might be more familiar with, Cricket 200. In this game, there's actually no limit to the amount of point advantage you can gain against your opponent. In Cricket 200, you can only go up 200 points. However, in this game, there's no limit. Jacob said at the moment 56 points is enough. Next round, he'll likely move on to the bullseyes. Jimbo Slice is in pretty bad shape at the moment. He does pull off a three bulls and 2 darts. Jacob Graham with the 2 dart. I think my hand getting on the hat for the hat trick round might have gotten in the way. We'll have to wait and see. I want to welcome y'all down here to Good Guys Live at 155. Thanks for stopping by. because you can see on the screen to my right here, Jacob Graham is just slaying through the opponents tonight. If you guys want to challenge this man, let him know he's getting hot. Game 3. Bullseye on the diddle. Good guys go first. We're going to choose to throw first here. 25 versus 14 on the diddle. That means Jimbo's going to get to pick the game. He chooses the game of cricket. Jacob Graham coming into the game averaging a 4.13. Coming out of the first round with a 5 average. 5 marks there for Jacob. Jimbo coming in with 4 marks of his own. You can hear in the background the furnace is getting toasted. We got some wood burning in the background. Blower's on. Jacob Graham with the 6 mark round, hitting those 18s first. Taking a trip around the block and then hitting those 19s out as well. Jimbo's in rough shape. He's probably going to go for the 17s. He did. First 2 darts, decided to pull off on the third, move up to the 20s, which he did hit. Unfazed. The goat just moves on. Takes those 17s out. 2 on the 16.
5 mark round.
Big shot there. 5 mark round of his own. Jimbo Slice comes in with 5 marks of his own. Steady darts there for Jacob. Close out the 16s. Jimbo must like those 15s. He takes the point lead and also takes the 17s out of the game. Jacob with 4 marks there. Takes back the point lead. He's got those 6 marks compared to Jimbo's 3. Jimbo seemed to like the 15 so far. He hits a single. And a rare miss there for Jimbo. Here comes Jacob. 21 point advantage. Jimbo's back up with an opportunity. Hey, 2 15s and a big triple there on the third dart. Shout out to Dana in the chat. Just subscribed. If you find yourself in any kind of legal trouble, did you do something you shouldn't have? Are you in trouble? If so, shout out to Dana, who just subscribed in the chat. Take care of all your legal needs. Starting off with a private firm, licensed and registered in more states than I can count, and I can count pretty high. Quick reminder in the chat, if anybody is able to hit this against the good guys, 3 in the bed. Or the all elusive 8 mark round. It's yours. We'll mail it to you. Jacob's on the grind here to get this game out. However, Jimbo Slice does have a look at a game shot. I don't believe that was it. He needed a double bullseye in there. Only 2. Low ton there, not a bad shot. Jacob needing 1 bullseye. He's got 3 darts in his hand. It took 2. It took 2. Good shot there for Jacob Graham.
Jimbo actually shot higher with the strategy pulled through.
That's 2-0 Jacob. Jimbo, he wants another slice of the action. Jimbo Slice wants another piece of the action. We have agreed. We're going to get right back into it. The diddle's up. Jacob Graham's taking a quick break for station identification. Jimbo's going to throw the first dart at the diddle. Jacob's going to come in. One moment here. In the meantime, tomorrow night will be the first night for the good guys back in league action. League action out at the Caddis Country Club, as you can tell. We're going to try to go live at the Caddis Country Club tomorrow night for Dart League. There'll be 3 teams live. It's a great time.
Did you push the start button when you did that?
Jacob is preparing to go first here after winning the diddle. And a big shot to open the game there. 5 marks on the 20, 40 points. They say 73% of the time when you hit that 20, you're going to win the game. Jacob's just getting warm. Now, some of you guys, you want to talk about practice? You talk about practice. Jacob has decided that in the month of January, for every day that there is, which is 31 days, 100 bullseyes a day. That's this man's target. We can show you the stats. I think he might actually be a little bit ahead of pace. Before we started, after the first live stream, we put it up there. Jacob's first round in this live stream. 1,500 bullseyes for the month of January so far on the grand board, not to mention the steel tip darts that we threw earlier today. He's on the grind. Well in the driver's seat in this game with a 4-mark round there. Both players averaging a 4 coming into this. Jimbo's average coming in as a player before this game is a 3.45. Nothing to be embarrassed about. That's a pretty solid average. Moves up to a 5 average for this game. Two triple 18s there for Jacob. Pulls ahead in points. Getting some more warmth down here. Blower's taking off. Jacob deciding to leave the 17s. We've seen this a time or two. funnels your opponent into shooting what you want them to shoot. Knowing that you can come back and probably hit just as many marks on a number that you've left yourself. Two marks there for Jacob. Big shot there for Jacob. 5 marks. Changes the game. Ooh, Jimbo Slice, not to be outdone. Jacob with a double bullseye there, last dart. Pretty solid. Big answer there for Jimbo. And a double bullseye there for the win. Jacob Graham hitting the win. Moving into leg 2, game 2. I don't believe Jimbo Slice has won a leg yet. Three single 20s. Still playing around with music a little bit here. Good shot there, Jacob Graham. Triple 19. Jimbo Slice kind of falling apart there. Jacob able to close those 20s out. Five mark round there for Jimbo Slice. Jacob been throwing darts for 3.5 hours, slaying 5 marks rounds deep into the stream. As we've seen time and time again here from Jacob Graham, he has elected to leave those 17s. Not against Jimbo, not just against Jimbo, against several other competitors. Funneling them into shooting where he wants them. It's a funnel. You Get on my seat on the screen. 4 points. Decides to take those 17s out. Now Jimbo wants to score. He can only do so on the bullseye, which Jacobs has just hit with a single. 2 bullseyes left. This could be Jimbo's last round here.
And there it is, a double bullseye.
From Jacob Graham.
As always, nice. Fun.
Thanks. Now Jimbo is trying to play us again.
However, we're 3.5 hours into the stream.
Give us one moment.
I want to thank everybody for coming in, joining us live here tonight. Good
Better.
Guys Live down here at 155.
Another solid night of live practice. You can't beat live practice on the stream. Anybody wants to challenge us, I mean, we're not afraid to lose. We'll play whoever. We preferably play better players better than us. We would like to play players better than us to make us better.
See me looking over here to my right here off the screen. Show Jacob's improvement here throughout the night, up into the S rating here in cricket. Pretty solid.
100 bulls a day. We count to 100 bulls a day.
Starting to come down here a little bit that last game. Hey, you got to know when to hold them. There's the 1,500 bulls we were talking about for the month. Today on the stream, 69. And a lot of 9 marks. 5 marks all around. It's been a good stream. If anybody wants to ever play, just get a hold of us. goodguys.live. That's the website. Catch us here in the chat. We'll be willing to play anybody, as Jacob just said. I want to thank everybody one more time. Like the video, subscribe if you can, and we'll catch you next time.
We'll see you in the Good Guys lobby.